All right, check this out. When I decided to get this modular system here, all the pieces that I wanted are the pieces that I wanted. And kind of the compromise was that I sacrificed getting a noise generator, just random pink or white noise for this here. And this is essentially my version of a sampler. It's an instrument interface module where I can just run external audio into the modular, and then I can process it with the rest of this stuff here. So essentially, I could run audio in, run to the filter, or anything like that. So I found a compromise, and what I've done is I use this instrument interface to do what it does. Since it's modular, you have to like get your signal up to modular level, which is above line level. So by simply feeding in a dead channel from my mixer into this, I'm going to get a whole lot of hiss, right? And hiss sounds just like pink noise or white noise. So check this out here. Simple patch. I have audio coming in from the mixer, aux send. It's just like a dead channel. So it's just random noise. Then I have that ran out to the filter, which is here. Sorry if you can't see it. And then the output just ran into the amplifier. But in between all of that, I have an envelope generator, which is triggering. What is it triggering? Hold on, let me follow this patch here. Oh, the envelope generator is triggering the amplifier. So I'm able to control the volume with this envelope generator. So check out what happens. This little red button here allows me to just, it's like a manual device where you could check out your patch before you actually run it. So check this out. If I hit it, hear a little bit of noise because everything's down. So attack, decay, sustain, release. So I'm just going to bring up the release, right? Check this out. Or maybe I should do the decay first. Yeah, let's try that. You see? That's just random noise from the mixer, but it sounds like white noise. So now I can make snares, you know, like nice whooshing sounds. Or just stuff like that, right? So it's really, really cool. An amazing workaround, like completely free. Noise is free. That's the lesson of today for me. So since I'm ran to the filter, I can also filter stuff. All in the analog domain, just completely interesting. So now that I have the patch going, what I want to do is get rid of just me having to do that all the time. I kind of want to get this thing automated, right? So what I can do and what I'm going to do is this. This here is an oscillator. And instead of using it to like make a sine wave or anything like that, I could do sine, triangle, saw, ramp, and pulse. I'm going to use it like an envelope generator because this oscillator goes like the range is just crazy. I can have a very low pulse to like blazing fast. So I'm going to use this to trigger my gate, which will excite the noise and give me some sound that's more consistent than me pressing a button. So I'm just going to unplug this here. And this is special. We're going to come back to this. But for now, check this out. I go from pulse. There we go. And there's the rate of the pulse. And I could fine tune it here. So check it out. Uh-oh. Cool, right? So it's going all on its own now. Right? And back to slow. All right. So now I'll unplug it for now. Or let it go really slow. So now that I have that going, I could do other stuff like modulate this filter with the same oscillator. So the amazing thing about this oscillator is that you can use any of these waves at the same time. Like just because I'm using the pulse at the moment doesn't mean these are not active. They're still running. So I will, let's just try a saw to excite the filter. So we'll automate the filter, modulate the filter, whatever you want to call it, all on its own. So I'll speed back up this modulator now. Sorry, this oscillator. All right, I'll bring the filter down, and then I'll move the amount of the filter. You see what's going on? So with no modulation of the filter. Crazy sound design stuff. All right, let me just, maybe I should turn on the volume. Because this oscillator is just forever. Like, it's going to take forever to complete this cycle just because the oscillator is running so slow. It's going to take let me actually just see how long it's going to take. Oh, there we go. That wasn't that bad. All right, so we're back focusing on this envelope generator. So I'm just going to get rid of the patch that was controlling the envelope generator. And we're going to go back to this little secret one I was talking about. Let's just, let's put it in for now. And then let me show you where it's coming from and what it's going to do. Okay, EMU SP1200, hot item in the news these days. But one of the things that it's not really used or talked about too much with the SP is that it can control modular level equipment from the metronome output. There's this little button here. It's called trigger, and it's in the song mode. It will set like a steady pulse based on a quantized setting that you can set, like 8 notes, 8th notes, triplets, 16 triplets, 32, that type of thing, right? You can set this to send a pulse going out to modular equipment, and it will control it. So check this out. I'm just going to set it up right now, okay? So right now, I hit edit, record, trigger, and then it'll give me a choice of stuff to hit. So I'm just going to choose, I don't know, let's do 8 note triplets. I press OK, hit play, check this out. That's the SP doing that, right? So, and let's say I want to add in my beat. I don't know what's on this, but let's check. See what I'm saying? Nice. Let me see if I can get to a second. Let me just stop that. Let me see if I can get to a second sequence to make it make more sense. There we go. Enter. Yeah? So I'm going to run over to the modular and just like adjust the attack because it's kind of wild right now. Crazy, eh? And watch this. Nasty, all from the SP. All right, let's run to the back and I'll show you how this actually works out. All right, so that's the regular output from the SP, and we'll move along the outputs. That's just the mix output. I'm not doing anything crazy today. And this is the jewel right here, the metronome output. It will give you something along the lines of +3 to +5 volts or more coming out of the SP. And you can control modular stuff with that because it's a high enough voltage, right? Here's what's going on at the mixer. So SP, just for listening, modular, again, just for listening, aux send, right? So this is an aux send that's sending nothing but this channel here. This channel has nothing coming into it, but I have the gain all the way turned up and the pre-fader auxiliary send sending out to the modular, right? So at the modular, it's just getting a whole set of white noise that, let me see if I can turn it up now. Sounds kind of like that. So that's just the mixer doing its thing. But it's great because it's noise, right? And I'm just so happy that I got around buying a module for free. It's crazy. So back in module world, all I have to do is take that aux send, plug it into input, take that metronome output from the SP, and have it as a gate to take the place of me doing this, you know? That's all I wanted to show for today. It's one of those experimental, boring, sound making, messing around type of days, but I got to kick myself in gear and do something constructive. Anyway, take care, guys. Peace.